Hello everyone, welcome back to Wire Digitally. In this video, we will be teaching continuation of operators like membership operators and identity operators. Before this video, please watch our operators video continuously to get better connection with what are the operators in Python. Before going into video, please subscribe our channel, click the bell icon. Coming to identity operators, what are identity operator basically? True, right? Like you didn't heard of this word like identity operators in any of the programming language, but Python provides us two identity operators, is and is not. Let us check what is the definition of identity operators now. Identity operators are used to compare the objects, not if they are equal, but if they are actually the same object with the same memory location or not. It is nothing but what it returns is true or false based on the values. If they are equal, it gives true, otherwise it gives false. The first operator is returns true if both variables are the same object. For example, x is y. If really both x and y pointing to the same value, then the value of the output will be true. Coming to is not, it returns the true if both variables are not the same object. In the given example, x is not y means if both x and y are not at the towards the same memory location, then value will be different, like it will be false. Let us check in real time coding in IDLE. Let me open my IDLE. Coming to real time programming, let us take some x is equals to 2, some y is equals to 3. Now we need to know, we know actually x is some value is different, some y value is also different. Like x is valuing to pointing to some value 2 and y is pointing to some value 3. We can notice, right, they both are different. Now let us check, x is y, x is y? No, because x is 2 and y is 3. How can you conclude that whether still they are pointing to the same location or not? No, right? Like 2 is stored somewhere in the memory, 3 is stored somewhere in the memory. That's why the value is false. For the same thing, let us check, x is not y. Now it is giving true because they both are not same. It is simply analogous to this, right? X is equals to y, it is false, but x is not equals to y. The difference only here is using the identity operators, we are checking the memory location, whether the object is pointing at the same address or not. But in the equals to and not equals to operators, we are checking the value holding in that address. This is the difference between identity operators and this comparison operators here. Got right? Like what is the difference between both of them? But you're thinking like is and is not similarly looking like equals to not equals to, but the difference is identity operators looks at the address of the object, and comparison operators equals to and not equals to looks at the value holding in that address. That is the difference. And for example, let me take like x is equals to 2 now and y is equals to 2 now, both same. Let me check, like x is y, it is true. Then what is happening at the background? Why it is giving true? Because in Python the value if the value is same, when it is stored at some address memory and you are creating the objects multiply for the same value, the same object address is written. Let us check the address of x now. How you know the address of x? It is simply the function id of x. Let us check the address of y now. It is still same, right? Like 1407161071711536, both are same, right? Let us check conditionally, like id of x equals to we have Python, right? Like id of x is equals to id of y. It is true because the same value is withholding in both variables. That implies that whenever you create multiple objects for the same value, Python still have the same address of memory. That is, the memory optimization is available in Python. Understand this much basics of Python with this video. And let us check. Let us create some third variable also. X is z is equals to 2. If id of z, let us check what is the id of z. What is id? Id is nothing but the identity. Identity means the memory address, at the which memory address you are storing the value. Even if you store hundreds of variables with the same value, the 100 variable objects will be pointing at the same address location in Python. This is the basic funda. So here is not identity operators will check whether these values are pointing to the same value or not. That is the basic funda of identity operators. Now let us check, like x is not y. It is giving false because x is pointing at some 536 address and y is also pointing at some 536 address, but we are testing conditionally they are not equal. But still, coming to the next category of operators, we have membership operators. Membership operators are used to test whether if a sequence is present in the object or not. In these membership operators, we will be having two types of operators, that is in and not in. Let us see what in gives as the output. In is nothing but it returns true if the sequence with specified value is present in the object or not, and not in returns the true if the sequence with specified value is not present in the object. Now let us check like how we write some related programs of membership operators. Coming to the programming of membership operators, these deals with like whether the given sequence is present there or not. For this, let me take one string named via digitally. Via digitally is my string. Let me check what is the string is holding. It is holding a string called via digitally. Now I want to check whether capital D is present in my string or not. It is a simple program in Python. Just pass character D in string. It's simply throwing true because the capital D is present in the string. For the same program, if you write C or C++ code, how many lines of code will be there? Just think it of. But in Python, with using membership operators, we are dealing the same challenge in a single line of code. Let us test the false case. I want to just check whether Z is present in string. No, the no string is not present. Not only the single characters, even if you want to pass some range of strings, for example via in string, still it is returning true because the sequence via VIA is present at the initially of the via digitally. Not only this, if you want to test whether GIT is present in string, it is true because GIT are present at this sequence. So this is the use of membership operators. The exact thing if you do with not in, it gives the false operations. And if you let me check the same conditions here, like whether capital D is present is not present. For this case we should check not in, actually not in string. Let me check what it is giving. It is giving false because D is actually present in string. Let us go for some false case like Z not in string. Z not in string, it giving true because Z is actually not present in the my string via digitally. So it is giving Z is not in string, it is giving true as my answer. For example, if I want to test hello in my string, is it present? No, hello is not present anywhere in my string. In the same case, like hello not in my string. Like you see here, the Python provides that much readability, like is in, not in, what are these things? This simple looks like English language, right? That's why I said since the beginning Python is very user friendly and very programmer friendly language. Even if you don't write the program, just by reading the program you can analyze the program. That is the feasibility of the Python. So till here we have discussed six types of operators here, like membership, before this logical operators, identity operators, and different things, and arithmetics and operators, comparison operators. We are left with one operator, that is called bitwise operators. For bitwise operators we need to understand how shifts goes, how AND operation goes between each bit. For that video I will be making a special video for that purpose in the next video. Till then, keep subscribing our channel. Thank you.